Alright, so I don't have my headphones on, I don't need it on. What I'm gonna do is, in this video, I'm gonna try to find something easier than what I just did. Because look, just got it again, but it is the hardest jump in the entire game. I know, horse. This is such a sweet horse I have. But anyway, this jump is really inconsistent. Like, it's doable, but it's just hard, man. It's just really hard. So I'm gonna try to find an easier way to do it. And one of the possible things I found is this right here. I don't know, I can get to it, but I'm still working on how to do it. Let's see. Because if I jump right there, I just get stuck right there. So you're clipping through the pole, essentially. And this can also happen, in which I don't really think there's a way to progress. But this is a potential solution to the consistency issue. With that being said, will it be faster? I don't know. It could be, it might not. But there we go. So I just got it. I'm more concerned about consistency rather than quickness. What I mean is that I don't really care how quick something is. If I can do something a couple seconds slower and it's more consistent, then I will do that because I will be able to physically have more runs. If that makes sense. So this is potential method 1, is what we will call it. Potential method 1. Potential method 2. I noticed this plank of wood is strange. Has like strange qualities. I'll show you. Potential method 3 has the most has the best chances, I feel, if I can figure out how to do it consistently. I've only done it once. I don't know how I did it. Anyway, look how I'm much further out on this piece of wood. So, oh man, never mind. I feel like, yeah, look. See how just walking, I just started levitating? That's what it is. If you follow it, you can kind of like clip out. There we go. See, this is potential method 2. See how that was, once I clipped out, how easy it was? But again, it's about finding consistency. Because it seems like as soon as you clip out, you don't really have much of a window. See what I mean? So if I'm here, there we go. So that genuinely felt easier than the method that I've been doing and that everybody's been doing to get to the cliff. These are things that I spent like a couple hours last night finding. I think it was a couple hours. Maybe 3, actually, but, and it doesn't look like you even have to run. So, this is potential method 2. I think it has more promise than potential method 1 for consistency. Yeah, look how consistent that is. It's just about kind of getting a rhythm. You know what I mean? So, potential method 2 is quite consistent already. I've only practiced this a couple times now. You see what I mean? So, maybe this is gonna be the one. Because you are, like, going past the ceiling, essentially. You are, like, going around the ceiling. And with that workaround, as soon as you see yourself clip out, and I think I'm gonna die here. No, I don't. But seeing yourself clip out is how you know to jump the other way. If that makes sense. So I feel really good about this. And the cool thing is, I feel like with this, if it doesn't work, it doesn't necessarily result in instant death, like the other. You know what I mean? Because either bonk your head or you hit the death plane immediately. You know what I mean? So that's why I think potential method 2 might be the most helpful one. Whereas this one, you skid. This one's hard. You skid to get through, and then Scooby just kind of dive bombs, and you have to put your inputs in very quick. While I can do it and have done it a couple times, this just does not feel very consistent. Now, potential method 3, probably is the second best option, because you do have to kind of come far away. I was here. This is the very first alternate method I found. I was here. I was dashing. I only dashed like once, and something unexpected happened. I like at the end of my dash, I clipped through and was just immediately able to double jump over to the rock, and I freaked out. Now, I'm not going to upload that video because it's a long video, first of all. Second of all, it's kind of strange because I used the wrong format of video. I used my chest format, so my face was on the complete wrong side of the screen. First and foremost. Second of all, it wasn't for there was no controller, so I couldn't see my inputs. Now, the only other thing I have noted is if you go this way first and then immediately press left, you can kind of clip like that. See what I mean? But that doesn't really do me good. And if you carry it, he will go a long way. If you can carry it all the way and land back here, but again, that doesn't help because that's exactly kind of where the original jump started from. So it's almost like Scooby kind of gets on the ceiling plane. Okay, look, see what I mean? He gets stuck sometimes. So this is potential method 3. I think this is kind of like if you could just immediately clip, or if it was consistent to just maybe, ooh, yeah, maybe you kind of go right first and then left, and that clips. Again, it's hard to say though. See, now we're getting somewhere. But I don't think... I think this is more of a dead end, because kind of the distance that you kind of have to cover is pretty wild. If that makes sense. I think potential method 2 is going to be... Okay, I'm going to start calling potential method 2. I'm going to start calling that the alternative method. Alt method. So if we go back, let's see if I can do kind of a tutorial. So you jump on this piece of wood. And you hold up and right. And run. And as soon as you clip out, you start jumping the other way. You're here, and you clip out. And the cool thing is you can use the D-pad for this whole thing. So... I do not know. Harsh, my friend Harsh, he also discovered a way, I don't know how he does it, where you just go straight through the rock. You don't have to do the shuffling side to side thing. You get up to here, and you can just clip through. I don't know how he does it. He said it was another neutral jump, but I don't understand. This alternate method, alt method, seems very reasonable. It looks like the best thing is to use the D-pad, jump over to this rock. Again, here's the thing. Is it faster? I don't think so. I don't think it's necessarily faster. Is it more consistent? Possibly. If she shits on, I apologize in advance. Also, I might have a serious video to talk to you all about in a bit. At some point. Nothing like horrible, but it's gonna have a more serious tone. Speaking of, let me check something just real quick. Okay. So I can't believe I went from this stupid method, where Scooby just drops, to using the same exact pole to clip through. That's how I discovered it. So again, the series of events that happened, I was playing around over here, not at that angle. I was playing around over here, and I just clipped through here and just immediately, instinctually jumped over to the rock. Again, no idea how exactly it happened, but it looks like it has something to do with going up first, because that seems to be what's clipping. But that was my first revelation that another way was indeed possible. Then I came over here and noticed that you can clip through here. Oh, see, just did it. Now, the thing is, with that was hard. I did it, but that was probably as hard as the normal way to jump. So that wasn't going to be helpful. I needed something that would be more consistent. So, with this method, where you wedge yourself and jump out and back, this already has so much potential that it's going to be the way I do it from now on. Speaking of, it's hard because when you come over here, you know, some people just immediately, I don't know how they do it, but people like Mortal, they immediately jump down here. So they clip out, they come around, and just immediately go for it. They land there and immediately go for it. Let me go back. So they're here. They land there and just immediately go for it. with this, you can do that. You know what? Of course, I love you so much. You're so sweet. So, you just need to be on the other side. It'll be interesting to see if the community picks this up, because this is interesting. Again, I'm more concerned about consistency at this point. I've gotten only 59 runs. Or I've had 59 attempts of creepy early. I've only had 3 runs. The only run that I've submitted was the very first run that I had. The second one, I screwed up and it wasn't as fast, but it was still a run. I still completed it. The third one, I didn't even know I was doing a run until after I finished. And I realized, oh wait, I think this might actually be faster than my first run, and it was only by 6 seconds. And I didn't like it because the run was technically worse. If that makes sense. So I never submitted it. I was like, it's only 6 seconds, you know. Mortal was like, it's still an improvement, and I was like, yeah, you're right, it is. But I don't know, I just didn't feel good about it. So that's why my official submitted time is 18:20, and on here it's 18:14, because technically 18:14 is my fastest time. And notice you don't die just right away either, which is nice. So let me create a save state right here, because I want to create kind of the best way to how am I screwing this up? The best way to get down there into position for it, because that's also important. So if I come down here like this, and don't do that, because that doesn't work. There we go. If you think about it from a logical perspective, this method makes a lot more sense in general. Why do I say that? Because, again, Marsh, I'm doing neutral jumps, I'm not getting you. The reason why I say it makes more sense from a logical standpoint, is because with the first method, you are jumping between a death plane and a ceiling. That is not the most fun thing to do, and that's why that jump alone is literally what makes creepy early on GameCube so notoriously hard. It's also crazy because creepy early in general is hard. Like, it's hard on Xbox, it's hard on PlayStation 2, I guess. Like, it's just a hard trick in general. The fact that it's much harder on GameCube kind of dissuades people from doing this. You know what I mean? It's like you're torturing yourself. However, I think it's already become more accessible because of this that I discovered. And I almost do not want to give it to you fuckers. And just, you know what I'll do? I'll upload this, nobody will watch it. And then I won't say anything, and I'll just submit my run with this method. And Mortal or whoever will be like, what the fuck? Like, how the hell did you do that? And be like, who discovered that? And be like, I did. That's mostly what I wanted. I wanted to contribute to the community. Now, I'm a top 10 runner right now. But more than that, I wanted to discover something substantial, something important, something big. Now it's nothing absolutely bonkers. Like, I didn't discover Redbeard Skip, I didn't discover GGS, I didn't discover Lido Skip. Yeah, I don't have a skip name after me. But if I could just make the literal hardest part of the game easier, that's huge to me. I find that to be a big deal. Again, the thing is, if you screw this up, I feel like it's not the end of the world. It doesn't mean immediate death, necessarily. Like, I just died there, but because I need practice. But eventually, I just got sick of it. I got sick of that jump. What was happening is I was missing tar strats, I was missing paw storage. And the only reason, even though those are hard strats, the only reason why I was actually missing those is because I was so nervous for Creepy Early. But now that I have a method that is much easier, I don't think I'm gonna have as hard of a time getting a run, and that will be really good for my mental health. Oh, there's something else. Okay, I didn't clip through though. I was like, maybe I just discovered something. And more and more people can build on this. They might discover the way I'm doing it is too complicated. But it's just like Scooby pops out, and then you can just Hi, horse, of course. Hi, horse, of course. Oh, you can't. He had a little fuzz. You can't eat that. So yeah, it's pretty. This is quite straightforward. I'm getting it consistently. Whereas with the other jump, it was just a dice roll. I'm extremely proud of myself. This is a game changer. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. Look, we have discovered things that we didn't even think were possible. Mortal is the best in the world at this game. And there was a time he didn't think that GameCube Creepy Early would ever be possible. Why? Well, because of the invisible wall on the boulder. And there were more things. There were more things. Actually, no, it was the death plane. It was the death plane that made it impossible, I think. And we knew that the rock, the boulder, has an invisible wall. Or a hitbox, or whatever you call it. So Mortal's reasoning was the only way GameCube Creepy Early would be possible is if somebody could clip through an invisible wall, which is very highly unlikely, and I agree. But we did it. We are crazy bastards. We can do the impossible. We break games. That's why speedrunning is so badass. We just break games, we break limits. And if you think about it, everybody does it. It's so weird because speedrunning is genuinely not that weird. What do I mean when I say that? If you break it down, the whole point of speedrunning is to beat a game as fast as possible. Meaning that you're trying to play it for the least amount of time as you possibly can. Why would you want to do that if you love a game? Doesn't make sense. Or does it? Golf. The whole goal of golf is to play it for as little time as possible. What do I mean by that? The less strokes you have in golf, the faster you will be done with it. The whole point of golf is to play as little golf as possible. What about bowling? If you bowl all strikes, you're not playing very much. If somebody doesn't bowl a single strike, their game is longer. It's about the perfection, it's about the commitment, it's about time management, it's about consistency, it's about optimization. Optimization genuinely seems to be one of the most important things in the world. If we can optimize this or that, we can save money, we can save time, we can save energy, we can save headaches. The more optimized things are, the better. And that's why things like scary thought experiments, like Roko's Basilisk, if you've ever heard of that, is so terrifying. Because its whole goal is to optimize. It's the great optimizer. And if you don't try to bring it into existence, and it becomes real, well, you are a hindrance to it. So it will torture you, because it is all about optimization. It's more about the blackmail, the threat of eternal damnation, than it is about actually going through with the torture. That's the scary thing. It's sinister. It plays off your fears to try to will itself into existence so that it can optimize. Is Roko's Basilisk possible? Absolutely not. Not in my opinion. Even if we do achieve singularity, I don't think that means Roko's Basilisk is going to exist. Because how do we know that such a being would have such an optimization protocol? Somebody pointed out, and I agree. Especially if this being is supposed to be benevolent. Are you horsing around? Hi! Hi, horse! Hi, horse! Oh, hi, horse! Get off your high horse! Yeah, I'm just gonna spread. I don't know if it should be mortal. That once I get a run, which is gonna be tonight. Whenever mortal verifies it, I'm sure it will be mortal. It's gonna be like, fuck. How did you do that? This kind of fucks me over too, though, that I discovered this. Why? Well, people like Harsh are gonna have runs more often if they choose to do this. And they're better players than me. Now, Harsh is already ahead of me on the leaderboard. He's number 3. And I'm number 6. I'm soon going to be number 5. And somebody's going to probably take that spot. I don't know, though. We'll see. I'm just going to continue to get better and better at the game. If this game does take off, like, Battle for Bikini Bottom, what have you, fortunately, I should have years of experience ahead of other people. If this game's gonna take off like Battle for Bikini, which who knows? It might. Is it likely? Probably less likely. It's hard for games to get to gain traction in the speedrun community. But I do really like obscure games. Some obscure speedrun games are just absolutely amazing. There's a Scribble Knot video that I still need to watch. It's not about speedrunning, but it's about completing the game in the fewest prompts as possible. Or the fewest words, actually, I think. So I'm just super impressed with myself. I actually did it. I got fed up yesterday trying to get a run, and I was like, I've lost so many runs to Creepy Early that I can't even get a run. I can't even legally call this a run until I'm past it. At this point, that I was like, yeah, I don't know. Screw it. You know what this means as well? I can go back to having Creepy Early later on in the run. And that will also make pause storage more accessible, because I won't be as worried about doing pause storage. I will be more, I guess, able mentally to attempt the required pause storage at here, and then I'll even be more inclined to do pause storage at like the top of hedge, not hedge, the top of a hill. I will be more inclined to do that. Lighthouse though is like you're insane if you do Lighthouse pause storage. It's just insane. Even though I have technically done it in a run. It's the run that I don't have submitted. Another thing though, I'm not saying that. What I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna get a run using this version, or this route where I do Creepy Early now, and then the run after is when I'm going to put it back where it belongs and put it later on in the run. Cool thing is also, if you get stuck, you can move cursor and get it back. Now I'm just practicing kind of getting over to it. And now I'm gonna have like poop all over me. Come on, man. How am I screwing this up? There we go. Oh. Whoa. What on that? I'm gonna show this to my wife as well. Like how big of a difference this is. It's still hard. I'm not gonna say it's easy, but I'm definitely going to be able to get runs. It could actually be faster as well. Because you're still jumping down like that, dipping down. There's less risk. You can save yourself. It's not like if you mess it up, you're fucked. Like with the other method. And I see another potential as well that I haven't even tried to look at yet. I need to play like Yahtzee or something with my life. Hey Peppa! I'm recording, but do you want to play Yahtzee later? I think so too. Can I show you this real quick? Come over here. I did it.
You did it?
I didn't do a run, but I made a breakthrough discovery.
That's amazing.
Look. Here's the hard method. The method that everybody was doing. Where you jump down here and here. Let me just save. The hard method. This is the hardest jump in the entire game. Where you have to jump and The reason why this is so hard, you'll see that I'm hitting my head.
Yeah.
There is, look, there's a death plane right here, and right above it, sandwich, is the ceiling, an invisible ceiling. So, death plane, ceiling. You have 2 frames. 2 frames to it's like or really 2 pixels to get what I just did right.
Yeah.
To go from here, look, hit, and then if I just don't jump in time, I just fall to my death.
Yeah.
See, I just did it, but look how hard this is.
Yeah, I remember you.
Miss. Got it. Miss. Miss. It's so inconsistent.
Or snow.
Look. Okay, I'm getting it. Look, oh my god, I'm nailing it. I got it like 3 times in a row. But you get the idea. This is extremely hard.
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
Watch this. Jump down to this area right here. That looks like a triangle.
Yeah.
There's this weird piece of wood right here.
Uh-huh.
See? Watch this. Ready?
Oh, well that's easy.
Isn't that easy? Because
That's way easier.
you're avoiding both. You are completely avoiding both the death plane and the ceiling. You're going around them.
She's trying to get my teeth.
You're up higher, so you won't hit the death floor.
I know.
And you're going around the ceiling. So you just jump down. You clip out, and you just immediately jump. It's still not particularly easy, but the risk is so minimal. Also, the cool thing is, if you mess it up, let's just say you mess it up, it's easier to recover. You don't just instantly die. You have so many more frames to work with, and you still do all your nonsense where you scale the rock, come over, bam, flip over the invisible wall, and then bam, under the level. So it's still hard, but look. Okay, so that I just screwed up. But
Stepped a birthday.
bad ball, bad kid.
Okay, well, my foot's covered in birthday. I mean, you to
Put
take
the
horse.
Horse on me.
Okay, well, she's
Put the of course on me.
back to me.
I know. I'm sorry. Horse, come here. I didn't do it. Here's what I was gonna address. It almost appears. Hold on. That you might not. What if you land in the exact spot? Ooh. It almost appears that you don't have to. You might not have to go over to the right. Because you're already over by the right. So now we can do that. Ooh! Now this might actually be faster than the hard method. Give me 1 second. Okay, guys, now we're really cooking because again, that's where you don't quite clip out. You can see, okay, so I'm actually understanding what's going on here. You are clipping through that pole, but you are also clipping through the invisible ceiling. You're clipping through both. And that's how you're able to miss it and land there. And I'm not falling there anymore. Meaning I am landing in the exact correct spot that I need to, where it will allow you to immediately... I don't know how to explain it. I've spent hours on this, on Creepy Early in general, that I know what I'm talking about, but I don't know how to explain. So look, I literally physically can't walk through that way. Essentially, what I just realized, I'm not actually touching the wood plank above me. I'm touching the ceiling. That's why if you do that, you can clip right around it. Harsh is gonna love this. Harsh is gonna look. This is much better than the first way I did, where I was over here and accidentally clipped through. Because think about it, you have to be all the way over here. That's further away, first of all. Second of all, the clipping, I don't know how I did it. It was a fluke. It had to have been something like that, what I just did, but still. And then the camera can get all wonky, and then it won't work. He just drops. And then I discovered this, where you just drop as well. But I was like, okay, there is another way to do it. And that's how I discovered, okay, wait a second. Since this is the area right here, this is the same pole I'm clipping through. I can clip through down here easily, land in the right spot, and then be good to go. I'm already set up. Again with the optimization. Yeah, again, if that happens, you can just press the down button and you'll be back. I can try again. Okay, that time it didn't work. I was like not in the right spot. You have to be on this weird hole. Piece of wood. If you can just get down here, that would be awesome. You have to be there. Once you are, you're good. And bam. I want to know how Harsh does that, where he just goes straight through. Because that's the next step, I think. It's the next step to make this even better. Figuring out why that happens also is kind of important. So, where I just kind of clip and start free falling. But again, like if you can minimize that, great. But you still get another chance. You know what I mean? I know I've been doing a lot of talking. It's because I'm excited. Because I know I'm finally going to be able to get another run. Isn't that right, Horse? She's like, of course. 1 second. Let me message Harsh. Okay. So I just messaged Harsh about it. I told him I'm going to teach him how to this. This is not contender. But I asked if he could teach me how to do this where he goes straight through. He said it's another neutral dome. Why did I just... So, I'm going to teach him this regardless, but... Or I'm going to make a video or something. I'm going to do something. But... I would like him to teach me his little trick as well. I'm like there. I'll teach you mine if you teach me yours. Let me try again. Hold on. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Said you just do another neutral run. Yeah, what? Makes no sense. I'll have to watch his PB, see. Now I forget how to do walking neutral jumps. I've gotten so used to it. I'll show you what I mean. Oh, okay. Here's why. Because you're immediately... Okay. Yeah, that doesn't... Let's see, do like a double jump. Whatever. I'm just practicing my thing. I don't know. Should I give this a specific name? I mean, I discovered it, so I feel like I should give it a name. I could call it pole dancing. It's cute. Since you're literally dancing around the pole. Or at least it seems like it. Full clip. Doesn't have those catchy of a name. You could call it triangulation. Or no, triangulating. Because you're at a triangle. You clip through the triangle. Clip through it, right? And then immediately go the other direction. So you're creating a triangle as well. I could call it the Bermuda Clip. Let's call it Bermuda clipping. Because it sounds better than triangulating. And that's not even accurate. Call it Bermuda Clip. Sounds better than the 6-leaf clover fire clip. Horse! I'm gonna have bird shit all over me. Bermuda clipping. It was genuinely faster. I think. Well, it might be because instead of a jump, you're doing a clip, but you are also landing in the exact right spot. So, like, is this gonna be useful to, like, will this save mortal time? I don't know. It might. During his next run, if that actually saves time for him, like, I would feel all the more accomplished. Oh, what? I've never seen that happen before. I'll be right back. Also, I want to crack the mystery of how Harsh does this. I'm gonna watch him do it. And his PB, and then come back and try it. Come on now. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, so he said he's gonna show me. But I just watched how he did it. And it seems, I don't know how to explain it. It seems interesting. So do this and then move right. And then Come on. Whoa. Bermuda Clip, great. Horse. She hardly ever gets on my shirt like this, what she's doing. She typically wants to be on my shoulder, and it's like impossible to get her where she's at. Now she's on my lap. Okay, I think that is enough. I don't know how long I recorded that. It feels like I've been recording a long time. But I discovered what I call Bermuda Clip. Or the Bermuda Clip. And I'm very proud. I'm definitely gonna get a run tonight now because of it. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Peace.